What is up, YouTube? Back again with the massive preset. Today we're going for like a deeper dubstep type thing. Dubstep is what got me into this. So most of the presets are going to be dubstep related, but my partner is really into that future stuff. So we're going to be covering a lot of preset styles across all of these videos. But today we're going back into this deeper dubstep realm, and I really wanted to kind of build off of the basic wavetables as much as I can and really push these as far as I can to really see, every sound is made off of these basic sine waves, and it's just slowly distorted or angled and shaped and all that stuff. So basically every sound comes from a sine. That's like the purest waveform. So that's something to keep in mind. You could change these into basically anything from all the filters and effects and inserts and stuff. So let me show you what this preset sounds like. So if that sounds like something you want to learn how to make and just see what goes into making a preset like that, stick around and I will show you how. Alright, so first things first, we built this off a new sound. It's a little different than the preset that comes up from Massive, so that way you get the vibrato already set up if you want to do it, but we don't use the vibrato. Oscillator 1 is a square pitch down 3 octaves. And then I turn the low pass 4 on, and then I just, set it up. So this is going in. Then I started doing the performers, and that's when I wrote out this little 4-bar thing. And then I have them on quarter notes, the speed. That gives you the 2 and 4, that spot that you get that headbang movement, and that's why I gave them a little whip with the double and the triple. So that really gives impact to that step. Then from there, I wanted to change the wavetable a bit, so here's without it. So you could tell when it's peaking at the top, it's going over the most. That's why I kind of had these ascending in level. Then I did the low pass. I set it up on the cutoff till almost all the way open, but I wanted to take some of those high highs out. And then a little bit on the resonance. So you see all the movement is coming from this low pass filter, because without it, it doesn't have any movement. It's in your face. I mean, it kind of sounds cool, but no. Let's put the low pass filter on. Much cleaner. I like it. Okay, so after I set up oscillator 1 and filter 1, I went over to the voicings. I made sure it was monophone, and then legato thriller, so you could do stuff like. And that way you could just hold down that root note, and then you could bounce around top keys, and then it will slide back down to that root note you're holding down. It's a different writing for dubstep. You go. So makes it nice for writing and having, that little slide up, which we moved just below the T. And then we put oscillator phases, restart via gate. So let's go back to the voicing. I did open it up all the way on the pan position, basically all the way up, but I moved it until that first line peeks through. So once I had all this set up, I wanted to kind of start morphing the sound and bringing it to life. You would think I did FX 1 and 2, but no, I went straight down to the insert. So let's take off the effects, the EQ, the white noise, and the modulation oscillator. So this is where I'm at now on the preset. This kind of gave us a little more rumble in the low mids, and that's what I liked about it. Then after that, I went to FX2, and that gave us a dimension expander, controlling it during the LFO. Then I was like, okay, give me some bite. And that's where the classic tube came in and gave us that bite. Then I went to the EQ. I wanted to take some of the low end down, give it just a little movement, and as well as kind of get these frequencies working to develop the sound even more. And then same with the high. I wanted to boost it a little bit, give it just a little teeny movement to keep it alive. So you see it takes out the low one. It's not all, now we could actually layer a sub with it or make it out of oscillator 3, but you would want to do it on a separate preset. That way you could get more detail and it would be more crisp. So I did that. If you listen to the way the sound's moving, it's the frequency and the boost. So I like it about right there. It's giving me some cool tones from the frequency, and all you're doing is like boosting it while the frequency's scanning through the sound. And it's kind of like, this is what I kind of do in Serum. If you guys watch my Serum tutorials with the little notches and then doing the gain and the effects or the frequency slide with LFOs, that's basically what this is. Just you don't know the frequency range, you have to listen, and you can only do it once, not twice. So that is what that is. After that, I have all the effects. I wanted to give it a little more with the white noise, and that just gave it, if you listen, so it's a little cleaner when I actually slid it all the way to filter 1, and then you just kind of want it peaking at the very top of the sound, but you still want it like dialed back so you're not, oh look, he layered white noise in it. No, that's kind of my trick with white noise, is just to layer it till it fills out the sound, but it's really not noticeable. Then after that, I went to the modulation oscillator, and you can see that this kind of started changing the sound even more. And the phase really changes it a lot. So if you want to change the sound, use the phase. So I like it in the little mounts. It gives me just a little more like bite to that sound when it's going through the LFOs. Now, same with the Ring Mod 1. Let's listen to what it does to the sound. So I'm liking it about right there. And then honestly, that's the preset. It's, again, we're trying to push the basic waveforms as far as we can with all the routing and stuff. I still have another insert. I could do some feedback. We could still do the position, the filter FM. We could still add a filter too. There's so much more we could do to the sound, but it's important to know when the sound's done, when it's doing its purpose. So the last thing on the preset, as you guys could tell, is oscillator 2. So all the way left is off, all the way right. All the way left is on, all the way right is off. But that just adds us a nice layer. So I like it about right there. It's just filling out the sound and making it nice and thick. And that's kind of what, it's going to bleed through the speakers a little more when that high end's layered into it. But that's the preset for you guys. As always, it's a free download. Go to join.tarant.info to get in on the email list. You'll get access to the Dropbox folder, which has this preset and over, again, I haven't yet to count them, but well over 60 presets for Serum, Massive, Silent One, FM8, and Ableton. It grows every week, so make sure you have access to that, or scroll down, find the direct preset download link, and you can get access to this preset. As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Click that thumbs up. It helps us out, lets us know you like what we're doing, and we'll see you tomorrow with Serum's video.